something that is greater than ourselves and having a sense of accomplishment, so achieving. And yesterday we spoke about health, so factors of exercise that contribute to our mental well-being. So today I thought we would talk about the other component of health, which is nutrition, and looking at the role that nutrition plays in our sense of well-being. Most of us would have experienced when we've had a little bit of a junk food fest, or we've just, been celebrating too much and we've had too much in the way of rich food, processed food. And we can sometimes start to feel that sense of feeling sluggish, perhaps foggy in the brain. We're maybe just not working quite as well as we ought to or are used to. And so there's a lot of research that shows the clear link between nutrition and our mental health and well-being. In fact, there's quite a number of studies that show the clear link between anxiety and depression, to the point that our ability to eat well clearly affects that. There was a 12-week study that was conducted that looked at the Mediterranean diet with people who were moderately to severely depressed. After just 12 weeks, a third of these participants were able to come off all of the medication that they were on. That is quite an astounding statistics in just a short period of time. Mediterranean diet. So what is a Mediterranean diet? Well, firstly, it's high in fresh foods, so fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, healthy fats such as olive oils. Yes, they have red wine, so that's a good component to it. And so red wine, more than other forms of alcohol, is found to be associated with the Mediterranean diet and that greater sense of well-being that comes with it. And it's also low in a Mediterranean diet, is low in processed foods. So unlike the Western diet or the modern Western diet, which is very high in processed foods, which is just so bad for us. It's high in refined grains and highly processed foods, and in many ways just doesn't look like real food. So the further away that food is from its natural state, the less healthy it is, and therefore can increase our risk of higher rates of anxiety, depression, and stress as well. So having a healthy nutrition allows us to buffer and weather the storms of stress far better and recover from illness at a greater rate. So there's certainly some really great reasons for it. Poor nutrition has also been linked to greater rates of inflammation in the body, and inflammation in the body is linked with a range of physical health conditions that then take a toll on people's mental health. Those health conditions include obviously aspects of stroke, cardiovascular diseases and cancer, and obviously also mental cognitive decline, so dementia. So nobody really wants any of those. So when a person is found to be diagnosed with them, they do often suffer, or usually suffer, some kind of mental challenges as well, such as feeling rather stressed or depressed as a result of such a diagnosis. But in the meantime, how they feel definitely has taken a toll when they've not been eating so well. So nutrition does matter, and as per a quote by Michael Pollan in a book called The Omnivore's Dilemma, he said, cheap food is an illusion. We have to pay somewhere, and the cost comes either immediately in terms of the effects that we feel, so maybe not feeling as a greater sense of well-being as we ought to or could had we made choices that are more nutritious for us, or they're paid much further down the line in terms of taking that toll on our body. And that toll on our own health is quite significant as a result of chronic inflammation leading to those many lifestyle-related diseases. But since we're looking at the well-being effects of it, there is definitely a strong relationship between our healthy dietary patterns and greater sense of well-being and mental health. And so, what are the ways that you might be able to reward yourself with healthy choices rather than when something's going well? We often celebrate with rich foods or that are highly saturated in either sugars or very refined foods, and sometimes the unhealthy kind of fats. So there's plenty of other alternatives in terms of being able to make healthier choices that are not only going to be tasty but also healthy for you, not just your body but also your brain, because a healthy body and a healthy brain is definitely going to contribute to a greater sense of well-being. So if you are up for greater well-being, take care of what you eat, because nutrition does matter. Look forward to hearing perhaps some of the ways in which you choose to treat yourself that either doesn't involve food or involves a healthy choice of food. Look forward to hearing from you. Good night.